Okay, now we're getting into the good stuff in Need for Speed Payback. So this race right here is going to be how you unlock the 1965 Mustang Derelict. So basically you're going to want to face off against the Graveyard Shift League first if you want this 1965 Mustang. So once you get through single player and you start some of the normal missions, you're going to have two options. It's going to be like off-road races, which I think is like purple. The race locations are shown as purple on your map, but you're going to want to go with the red ones if you're looking for this 1965 Mustang. Once you win the first 4 races, you're going to be taken to this race right here, and I have to say, this race was probably one of the best races I've had in Need for Speed Payback. It was an awesome race, and I was super excited for this because the 1965 Mustang, it's probably the Derelict that I wanted the most out of all of them. It's a car that I've always liked, and when I saw it pop up after this race, I was like, hell yes, this is definitely the race that I should have been doing, and I was very happy that I went in this direction, because now I actually have it, and I can completely build it, put it together, but there's a lot that goes into it. You need to find 5 different pieces to complete and put together the Derelicts in this game, so what this video is going to do, you're just going to see this race where you unlock the 1965 Mustang clues. You're going to get clues, and the first one is to find the chassis, so that's what we're going to go look for after this race here, and basically I'm just going to give you a little location guide. I'm going to show you where it is on the map. I'm going to show you me driving to it, and the thing is though, this race is literally on the opposite side of the map to where the first piece of the Derelict is, so it does take a little while to drive over there. I kind of just skipped the part where I get to the other side of the map. Then we started some locations on the map that are kind of recognizable, like tune-up shops and gas stations and different things like that. And then I drive a little bit, I'll show you the location on the map where I'm at, and then you'll be able to see and kind of follow me as I'm driving around if you're at this point and have this Derelict to go and collect and find. So I'm going to make a separate video showing the other 4 pieces of it, because then after that, you're going to have to find the other 4 Derelict pieces so you can complete the collection, then go back to your garage and fully build the car. And the thing is with these Derelicts, these are very important because they're supposed to be, from what they're saying in this game, the best cars in the game, and I can totally see that. The other thing is when you build them and put them together, you can make them whatever you want, whether that be drag, drift, race, it doesn't matter, you get to choose. They can be any of the 5 possibilities, which is really cool. So someone also asked me, once you kind of fully build one of the Derelicts, is that car going to be available to buy at the dealerships? And from my understanding, you're going to need to find and complete all 5 of the Derelicts before they're going to be available to buy in the dealership, because it says you have to complete and collect all of them before it'll be available there to purchase. So then you should be able to buy more of them, but you're gonna have to find all 5 first, so it's gonna be a little bit of a process. But I really like this. This is an awesome little thing they've added here into Need for Speed Payback, and it's another part of the game where it's like a new feature, and it's a really good new feature. Like, that's something they needed to add, just something to spice things up a little bit, give you something extra to do. And finding the chassis isn't too difficult, but then finding the other 4 parts actually is, because they're actually like jumps you have to do to get to these things. So you got to figure out like where to go to be able to jump to the part that you need to go to and do all of that. But like I said, that was probably one of the best races I've done in Need for Speed Payback. I pretty much ran that flawlessly, and if you can't tell, I've been having a ton of fun in this game. I mean, whether I'm drifting, racing, whatever, the game is so much fun. And I've heard a lot of things about there's bad reviews for this game. I mean, if you're someone that's just going by reviews, you really need to rethink that, because just because those people are saying that the game's bad in the reviews doesn't mean that you won't like the game. So I'd give it a try it at a friend's house or something, try it used once you can. But you saw there, we defeated the Graveyard Shift League. We unlocked a few new cars here, as you can see at the dealership, which is really cool. So this is awesome. Like, once you beat the 5 races against the leagues, or maybe it'll be more against other ones, not sure yet because I haven't progressed far enough, but then you're gonna start to unlock the Derelict clues, which is awesome. So the key with these things is you gotta look at your map and you're going to see the clues here very shortly. The thing is, it doesn't really tell you like an exact location. You kind of have to look at the clue, and it's basically a piece of the map. So once you look at the map, you kind of got to line it up and see like, okay, this looks like this part of the map. And some of them can be a little bit tricky because they don't show it perfectly. The map won't be identical to the clue, so you kind of have to look at it generally and see just kind of the shaping of the roads and different things like that. Luckily, to find the chassis, it's not too bad. So you're going to see the map here in a second with the clues and everything. And then I'm going to show you like where it is on the map. So I'm hoping this will help everyone out because this was not easy. It was certainly not easy. You really have to pay attention to the map and look closely and be able to just kind of figure out where the roads are. Now keep in mind the clues though, they're very good in a way because the clue is the same way as the map is in terms of how you're looking at it. So if you see like the roads kind of moving down and to the right, you know that you can look on the map for that exact picture basically. So it's not going to be like upside down or anything like that. It's a perfect example of the map. And this one was pretty easy because you can see that kind of body of water that runs by where the derelict location is pretty much at. So the problem is though, you can see here in a second, we're starting all the way on the left side. And when I looked at this, I realized, okay, this has to be somewhere on the right side because that's where the body of water is. So I looked a little bit and I was like, yep, you know what? This is kind of the spot right here. There's water here. And I also noticed that kind of darkened area in these little kind of segments in between the roads. And that little darkened area with the circular thing and then the two rectangles, that's exactly where the derelict is going to be. So I swing over to the tuning shop on the right side of the map, which is pretty close to the location that we're going to need to be at. You can see where I'm at right there. That's going to be our starting point, and basically you have to drive straight across the bridge, and it's going to go over the water, and unfortunately you can't go like directly to the location just because you have to go over the bridge and then basically go out of your way a little bit and then come back. But you're going to see here I go to the gas station and then I start to drive downhill and then eventually we go and find the chassis. So I think it'll be easiest if you just kind of listen, really pay attention to the map. I'm going to stop a few times, show the map so you can kind of see where I'm at and how I'm progressing through the map to get to the point that I'm going to. So I really hope that everyone finds this video to be helpful or useful. If you have any questions at all, please just let me know. I'm always super willing to help everyone out. If they have any trouble at all, seriously, if you just can't find it, you're close but you don't know where you're at, you know, hopefully eventually I'll be able to play with people online and take you guys to these things and make things very simple and easy. But please give me some feedback on this video, let me know what you think, and like I said, I will be making another video showing the other 4 parts all in one video because it's a little bit more complicated. There's some jumps and different things you have to do, so this video would have went way too long, and I want to make sure the guide is pretty thorough so you can kind of see the path that you're going to have to take when you're driving around, because you can't really just fast travel or mark a location for these things, unfortunately. So drop a like on the video if this did help you out. I really hope that everyone enjoyed the video. Thanks for watching. Thanks for being here. Oh, and yeah, I'm still loving this game, so I highly recommend giving it a try, but have a wonderful day.
There should be a useful part around here. I should check it out. That's from a '65 Mustang. Nice.